All right, this is going to be a visual help to getting into your BHHS Connect for the first time and the process that you need to do to get there. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull up your website. When you pull up your website, you're going to click Agent Access and get into the back of your website. Now, I use a program called Dashlane. Dashlane will remember all of your internet passwords, and all you need is one password to log on. I spend 20% of my time looking up passwords. So when I'm coaching somebody or training somebody, it's not a really good use of time. I have over 300 different websites that I log into on a regular basis, and using Dashlane just really helps. It's secured and it is an approved vendor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So this is where you're going to be with your new look on the website on the back end. We call this my dashboard. So this is my office dashboard. The next step we want you to do is click the little hamburger up in the corner. Yes, it's called the hamburger. And then go resources, single sign on, and then go BHH Resource Center. Once you do that, it's going to send you to the national website. And the national website, the BHHS website, is where most of your updates are going to be for your profile in BHHS Connect. If you are in Connect and you are trying to edit your profile and there are grayed out items, then they have to be updated in the BHHS resource. So, okay, so you're going to click on your name. When you click on your name, click on My Profile. Your profile will pop up. When your profile pops up, you want to go down to next to your name, hit Edit. When you hit Edit, the Edit field will pop up, and then you can kind of go from there. So scroll down. You want to complete as much as this as you can. You don't want to get too carried away, but you do want to have the majority of the information filled out. Don't worry about name to appear on award. Don't worry about your employee type. Now, you do need a business phone number. I highly recommend that you do not put the office phone number in there because you don't want people calling the office looking for you. You want them to go directly to your cell phone. Now, you are required to have the business phone in there. You can see by that little red dot. You are not required to have a mobile number in there, although that mobile number is required for BHHS Connect. So make sure you have that in there. You don't really need a consumer number. If you want to put in your toll free, that's fine. You don't really need the fax number. You do need a consumer email, and that needs to be your BHHS email. Vendor emails, you can opt out of those here. You can opt out of Sage. It's highly recommended because we do not want you even logging into Sage. So enter in your email address, enter in an alternate if you want it. If you speak multiple languages, click on the language, hit the arrow, and it'll bring it over. If you did it on accident, click it on that side and move it back over. Now, the About Me section is a requirement in BHHS Connect. You have to fill it out here in order for it to complete over in Connect. It is not grayed out in Connect, so it's a little confusing, although I'm telling you now. So, okay, make sure you do this. This should be your value proposition or your bio or whatever you want it to be. You can also put your memberships in here. Now we are all National Association of Realtors, so make sure you click that one and it will take it over there. If you have military service, active duty, reserve, National Guard, veteran, retire, or a spouse or dependent, click that. Once you click that, it'll pull up the armed services. Social wall, I wouldn't worry too much about that. WordPress URL, unless you're using a WordPress, you're not going to know what that is. So, don't worry about it. Okay, you can display your testimonials. Agent hero banner headline. So this is the banner headline for your national BHHS website. So we all have a national website. So if you want to change that, you can. Your appointment URL, there's a couple different ways. Contactually has one. We actually have one with our Outlook. So if you log in your Outlook, log in your calendar, there's a little sentence down on the left-hand side that says, go to my bookings page, and you can put that URL in there. So if you need more info on that, let us know. Okay, so lead notifications. Where do you want those lead notifications to go to? So I'm going to change this to my BHHS. So click that, click your text messages, put your phone number in there. Once you do that, it'll ask you what time frame do you want to get leads. Remember, leads, internet leads are a 15-minute turnaround. If you don't turn those around in 15 minutes, they're probably on somebody else's website going down the road. Now, you want to enter as many of your social media as you can. These are the full URLs, so make sure you use the full URL. You can hold it over the little button and it gives you an example of what they're looking for. You can also test them from here. So if you click these are live links. Now, everything that you're doing here should automatically go to your marketing resource and your social media resource to fill those profiles out also. So go ahead and save those, all right? One more thing we want you to do is go down the right-hand side, and you should see something called MLS licenses, MLS and licenses. Make sure that both or all of your MLSs are here. And you can add in your real estate license number if you want. It's not required at this time in Oregon or Washington, although you might want to make sure it's in there. Just an easy place to put that. Okay, make sure. Now, if you need to add one, you just click New, and then MLS Agent, hit Next. Find your MLS, and it's by state. So you can go to Oregon, you could go to Washington. So right now, here's the Oregon ones, and they all should be in here. And here's the Washington ones in the back. Just click that. Put your lag number in there or your ID number, and then just click Save, and then go from there. They should show up right there. Okay? So next thing we want you to do is we want you to open a new tab. In that new tab, we want you to type app.bhhsconnect.com. Okay, once you click that, type that in, hit enter. Now, if you have been in the system for any time or even once, it will pop up and say, the software will just pop up. So we want you to click on that and log all the way out. The reason why we do this is because we want to make sure that your login and password is working for this. So this is our way to test it. Okay, once you log in, it will walk you through your Microsoft 365 login. Here's my dash lane popping up. So we want to make sure you can log in. Okay. Once you log in, first thing we want you to do is go up to the company admin. This first number you see here is your smart number for the system. The way we want you to think about a smart number is just think of it as the receptionist. So when somebody calls that number, the computer / receptionist will figure out where to send that number. If you have your contacts in the system, those contacts are affiliated with you, so it will automatically send them to you. If you are doing some kind of advertising through the system and it includes that number, it will automatically send that to you. Okay. The next thing here is your new BHHS Connect website. I want you to click on that. Okay, so scroll. One thing I want to show you is this right here is on your profile. So if you want to change this, it's on your profile. Okay, so if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you should see this little MLS logo here. So whatever MLS you belong to, it should show here. If you're in multiple MLSs, it should show multiple MLSs. Okay. Now, this website is purely a lead generation website. It is not a website for search engine optimization. This is you're going to pay for leads and you're going to go get leads and they're going to come back here. That is what this system is for. It's not for putting articles on it. It's not very customizable. Your Reliance website is where we want you to go for that, right? We want you to be on that system. So if you click on search, it will take you to the search page to search for homes for sale. If you click the sell one, it will basically do what's my home worth. You put in your address, it will give you a quick and easy reply to that. Now from here, click your name again, and I want you to go to profile. And once you click profile, you'll see your profile here. So go ahead and edit profile. Now remember, I highlighted that and showed you where you can change that on your website, and that's where that is. Your MLS number should automatically pop in here. I don't know why mine is not popping in. That's peculiar. This is your National Association of Realtors number. So this is that number that gets you logged into the National Association of Realtors every 2 years for your ethics training. So this is a great place to put this so you're not always looking to see where it is. Now you'll see there's a bunch of items on here that are grayed out. If they are grayed out, they can only be changed in BHH Resource Center. So you would have to go back to the Resource Center, make those changes, and then they should appear here. Now, they've been showing fairly quickly. With that being said, it usually takes about an hour for those to show up, and then from there, you're good to go. If it takes more than that, please let us know. Now we entered 2 phone numbers and they're both your cell number, hopefully in BHHS Resource. So you can click one of those off so it just does one. If not, it'll show the same number twice. You don't want to do that. Okay. All your Facebook should be there. Your license name should be there. Here is your About Me. It is not grayed out, but as you can see, I cannot change that. That has to be changed from the BHH resource. Now, if you want your fancy Canva signature, all you have to do is click the picture button, hit upload, and then upload it from your computer system, and then it'll pop it here. If you want to make changes to the size, just drag it and do whatever you want with it, right? You can make it any size you want. Now, you can also type information in here. Along with that, you can do a hyperlink. So a hyperlink is just basically a website that you can send it to. We always recommend you do it in a new window. The only downside to doing that is a lot of email systems. If you have a hyperlink in your signature, they will count it as spam. So just be careful of that so you're not spam. Click on the include signature on all outgoing material or emails. Everything below this, don't even worry about. It's not going to show up. It doesn't show up anywhere. Okay, so you're good to go with your profile. Go ahead and hit save. Now, under settings, you want to click settings, and you're going to want to make sure these 2 buttons are make contacts private, hide contacts from the team. So that means when they show up in the system, the only person that can see all that information their email, all that good stuff is you. So there you go. Now, if you have lead routing set up, your team, you can do on vacation, out of rotation, all that good stuff. The system will automatically create people for you, a list of people for you to call every morning. So if you wanted to, you have it send you an email whatever time and however many people you want to call that day, and it will automatically do that. Now, if you click these, those will determine what your holidays are, and you will not get leads on those holidays. Okay, so go ahead and click save. The daily call creation is also here. If you click edit, it's going to send you just to that section. So you can set those up and get that rolling if you want that to look like that. Okay, so that's your BHHS Connect profile. That is everything you need to get started. So from here on, the next thing we want you to do is do a quick action and then add yourself as a contact.